Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. Episode 120, I'm still a few behind, but I plan on getting caught up throughout the week. I just don't feel like I have a lot to talk about, but I will tell you about something I did kind of stupid in a minute. First of all, maybe I should start calling this video The Man in the Corner. I'm in a corner. Also, the man whose ears you can't see because I'm so jowly that there are times where it looks like I have no ears. That's probably not good. Hopefully, losing 20 to 30 pounds, if I can do that, would be helpful in that endeavor. That actually people think I have ears. They're already small. They're hidden by my big fat face. So, with that, I did something dumb this weekend. Not super dumb. Not even really that dumb, but I asked a coworker out via text, which is pretty cowardly, I think. And I'm old school. I think you should just usually just say, hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee. That's the easiest way to do it. That is also like an easy way to keep it in the friend zone if it doesn't, but it's a date. I mean, let's be honest. I am attracted to this woman. And the reason it wasn't a good idea is not only is she a coworker, she's also too young for me. She's 39, which is, that's 14 years. That's like she's 75% of my age when you do the math. And so, I don't know. Wasn't a great idea. The way I put it out there was, I think, kind of strategic, and I just texted her, said, hey, I'm going to be doing comedy in Boulder on the 21st. Would you like to go with me? And I said, it can be a date or not, whatever you want. And she's like, oh, well, I'm going to be in the mountains that day. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And we chatted back and forth a little bit. Well, have a good weekend, blah, blah, blah. And then, that was Saturday night. And then Sunday went by. And then this morning I had to kind of face her. We didn't really get to talk because we're so busy just dealing with children at our school, but she was really cool about it. I think I made it clear that I was not fazed by being rejected. It wasn't a huge rejection. It wasn't even a huge ask, really. It wasn't even a massive date. So, and that's a beautiful thing about being this age is that you really don't get hurt that badly anymore. If you ask somebody out and they don't go out with you, it's like, yeah, I kind of get it. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about her. First of all, she's really pretty. That's helpful. That's always nice. It's a good thing. But that's not all it takes for me to ask a person out. Generally, it helps. She's very nice. She's really smart, and she laughs at my stupid jokes. So thank you for that. I will not say her name, and so there we go. But yeah, so I could tell by her face when we first got to class. Today that she was kind of like, like, how's he going to react? Is he going to be a big baby about this? Probably most men even around her age, like 35, 40, 45 year olds, a lot of men probably get a little pouty about it. It's like, no, I'm past that. I was hoping, but hey, I'm fine if it doesn't happen. I can't get upset about that. Life is too short. And it did remind me of, I've really dated a lot of coworkers when I think about it in my past, but I think that's a great way to get to know people. I met girls at bars in my 20s and forged small relationships sometimes, usually very short relationships that were highly sexualized. And that's, I think, what a lot of people do in their 20s. I sure did. I also, I've never online dated, but the way I date is I think that getting to know people at their best and their worst is by working with them. So like my ex-wife, we worked together for not a super long time, maybe 6 months before we started going out, maybe even less than that. And I just, we started going out, and then my asshole boss, and the reason I'm laughing is because I had a friend there, and we're still friends to this day. He's also written a book that's becoming a movie, which is really cool. Maybe I can do another opinions on that sometime. Probably need to reread the book, but he said he once referred to the management at the Tivoli 12 as a homosexual oligarchy. And it really was. I mean, they made it very obvious. The general manager was rumored gay. I don't know if he was or not. But then his right hand man, and how can I not go with that fucking joke? It's too easy. But his right so the first assistant manager was also, I'm not saying extremely gay, like he was extravagantly effeminate or anything, but he made it clear that he was gay. And he also made it clear that he would hire people much younger than him and that appeared to be effeminate or gay, and would promote them accordingly. And it was ridiculous. He even admitted it to me. He's like, yeah, I like people that kiss my ass, but it was, I could tell that it wasn't just that. I mean, we saw the hiring process, we saw the promotion process. It was the young, good-looking guys, which I mean, I was good-looking too, but I'm not saying I'm a manly man, but I don't think I give off much of a gay vibe. I'm not good looking enough. So yeah. Anyway, that's why I laugh, because that was kind of funny. But homosexual oligarchy is one of my favorite terms I've ever heard in my entire life, because that's really kind of what it was for a while. But yeah, so I met Dylan there, and that was back in '92. She started working there, and I got a kind of a funny moment when I was getting to know her. She's very young looking, and we had a bar right across, like a dance bar right across from the movie theater, and we a lot of people would go to the bar and then come back real quick and maybe get a free soda or something, if they were hot, and just say hi to everybody, and then go back and dance for a while if they had the night off. And she did that one night, and I was in the box office, I was working. She came back, and I go, man, you can get into that bar. You're 21. She's like, I'm 24. Now back then, obviously, that's not a compliment, as you can tell, but that's exactly how she said it. But I got to know her better, and honestly, when I asked her to marry me a few years later, my friends all of my friends were late getting married. They got married in their 30s. I got married when I was 29. Most of my tight friends, typical. I'm going to say this is a typical kind of white middle class thing where you wait a little now, or at least back in the '90s you did. And they're like, why are you marrying her? And not that she had any personality flaws or anything. It's just why you're the first guy to jump off the cliff. Why are you doing that? And they're just like, she's the sweetest, smartest person I've ever dated. Period. And she was. She was very intelligent. It would make me wonder why she continued to go out with me and eventually marry me and have children with me. But yeah, it was. So, and then, like I said, to go back to why I date coworkers a lot of times is that I got to know her. I got to know the type of person she was in stressful situations, in non-stressful situations, and just all kinds of, I don't know what the hair's doing, man. Looks like it's sprayed. It is not. That is natural, guys. Why would a woman date a guy with pubic hair on his head? I don't know, but it happens sometimes. But so yeah, so I've dated coworkers in the past. I dated Dylan, and we had a 15-year marriage, as many of you know. On these videos I've talked about before. 2 children. We get along again now. And then after I tried to make it work with the woman who broke up my marriage, taking 50% of the blame for that, by the way. I don't blame her. I dated another coworker for a few months and just wasn't into it. And then I dated Aaron, who broke up with me going right into COVID, like right at the beginning of 2020. But I thought we had a good thing going. We were together 3 years. I liked and loved her, and loved her for the same reasons I liked and loved Dylan. Is just smart, funny, cool person, nice person, and cute too. I mean, Erin really held it together. She looks really good, and she's going to turn 50 this year, and she looks great. And that's another thing. That's why it was kind of uneasy going back to what I did this weekend when I asked this woman out. It just didn't feel age appropriate, but I also was kind of in the mode of, I haven't been with anyone in a year and a half, and so I was just like, hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained, is what the way that was kind of the mode I was in. This may help. This may be a good slap in the face to get me out of that mode and date more age appropriately. I'm not doing online. I actually do a joke about why I don't do online, because it's bleak. Because the online dating sites for people over 50 are not named well. Maybe I should make one that's really cool, like Xers or something. I don't know, X Boomers. I don't know, something that would be kind of cool. But one is called Our Time, and in the joke I say, what, our time to what? To fucking die? Because our time just sounds like you're just limping your way towards the grave, towards the graveyard. It's just over. And the other one's even more bleak, called Silver Singles. I'm not getting on those, and I'm sure not getting on the Tinder or eHarmony or any of that. So I'll probably just continue to sorry, this is driving me crazy. I'll probably just continue to date coworkers, or just maybe go out with friends and just see if it goes anywhere. I am actually going to I ended up yesterday talking to a friend, and then this may be a bad decision as well. But she's also young. She's in her late 30s. She might be 38 or 39 as well. And we're gonna go to the show, and maybe something will happen, maybe it won't. But it's always good to have young friends anyway. Even if nothing happens in that direction, it's good to have some young friends. Keep them around. Keeps you young. All right, thanks, guys. That's Average Guy Opinions for episode 120. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.